Salute, Nocturnal Thoughts, man. Coming at you with a real quick video, man. Look, I'm gonna tell you like this. A confession about myself. I am not a wordsmith. I'm not a wizard with words. I don't cast spells with my words. As a matter of fact, I often use words incorrectly because they sound right, and when they come out, they are not in the proper context. I usually get these two words mixed up sometimes, but in this case, both words equally apply, so I don't have to worry about that. The first word is fickle, F-I-C-K-L-E, meaning to be easily persuaded, forever changing, never constant, and you're not loyal to your affections or loyal to your thoughts. Fecal, resembling feces, fecal matter, manure, bowel, you know what I'm saying, shit, feces. In this case, both words apply equally to so-called boxing fans. I'm disappointed that the fight between Errol Spence and Manny Pacquiao, has unfortunately been canceled because of an injury to Errol Spence's retina, but I'm more disappointed in so-called boxing fans who show no integrity, no class, no life experience, no IQ, you know what I'm saying, no humanity, and no guts, no heart, you know what I'm saying, weak, no strength, folly people, low life people, fecal people, and fickle people, period, point blank, that call themselves boxing fans. You know what I'm saying? Manny Pacquiao, class act, salute to you. My hat goes off to you. Proper salute. Errol Spence, prayers go out to you for a speedy recovery. Salute to you. Class act, true warrior, great boxer. Salute to you. Simple like that. You know what I'm saying? It's unfortunate that the fight got canceled. I was not just big up on this fight to begin with, but I was looking forward to it because, the fight between Teofimo Lopez didn't go through with the ferocious George Kambosos. The fight between Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder, that didn't go through. The fight between Canelo versus Caleb Plant, that fell through. And then you had two fights that I was looking forward to was, Errol Spence versus Manny Pacquiao and Joshua versus Usyk. So here we go. I hear people saying stuff like duck, coward, a joke, afraid, all kind of negative derogatory words about Errol Spence because of an injury to the retina, which is a very, very delicate, sensitive, area to have an injury. It's not like a muscle injury. It's not like a sprain. It's not like a break. If anybody could come back from an injury and come back to boxing, it's been proven that if anybody can do it, Errol Spence could do it. We all know how the story played out with him having a tough fight against Sean Showtime Porter, him rolling over his vehicle, a Lamborghini or Ferrari, and coming back to fight Danny Garcia. We all know how that played out. You know what I'm saying? Now he had a tough fight coming up with Manny Pacquiao, who is a living legend and an honest threat, who could have did the unthinkable and beat the younger lion and beat Errol Spence. Tough fight. And the thing is, with the injury to the eye, I understand people that have questions or people that might, plunder the idea of or ponder the idea of, was it still a lingering situation from the car accident? Was it the fight against Sean Porter? Did Danny Garcia, did he get hurt in sparring? We've seen sparring footage of him getting bested by his sparring partner. Was he getting beat to where he had damage? Errol Spence will never be 100% again. Look at how he looked against Danny Garcia. There was moments in the fight when he got hurt by Danny Garcia. He's never going to be the same fighter. Look, first of all, I hear you loud and clear, but have some common sense, people. Of course, after a car accident of that magnitude, after anything, after any accident, after any injury, no one's going to be 100%. Matter of fact, most people without an injury, just life most athletes will never be 100%. It don't work that way. Technically, you can get a bunion on your toe, and technically, you'll never be. That's going to take you out of the percentage of 100%. Even if it's just a little picogram, even if it's just a little, whatever little nagging injury, whatever it is, a hangnail takes you out of ever being 100%. Being 100% mentally, first of all, most people that's so negative, most of these fickle and fecal people, they never even use they 10% of their brain, and they never even use 50% of their body. You know what I'm saying? If anybody that knows the mind over matter, and knows how to gut through pain, and knows how to reroute your pain sensors, you know what I'm saying? No pain, no pain, no pain. So when you're going through pain, no pain, no pain, that mantra, easy money, all work is easy work. That's mentally programming yourself to, when you have pain, you receive it and analyze it and process it differently to where your tolerance can be higher and higher and higher. That's in your mind. That's mental. The majority of what you are able to do physically is mental. So your body is almost never 100%, and your mind is definitely never 100%. But the thing about when you are an athlete, you're constantly trying to have that a moment where everything fits together perfectly, and you can be perfect even for just that moment in time. Just for 20 minutes, 30 minutes, or whatever, you're just trying to be perfect at that time. But you're never going to be 100%. And after an accident like that, of course you're not going to be 100%. He's admittedly telling you, when I fought Danny Garcia, I didn't feel 100%. I had any fighter that takes off that amount of time usually is going to have ring rust. So you got injuries, you got the accident, you got time off, you're going to come into the fight, you're not going to be 100%. Your tolerance, your pain tolerance is not going to be the same. Your punch resistance is not going to be the same. Your timing is not going to be the same. Everything is going to be recalculating, rerouting. Your pain is going to be rerouting. You see what I'm saying? So, no, he wasn't 100% when he fought Danny. And yes, it was some times where Danny Garcia hit him a few times, and you could see that, yeah, Errol Spence is still on the mends. Took a tough fight, mentally was able to persevere and defeat Danny Garcia in a way that was more dominating than what Keith Thurman and Sean Porter was able to do. But you could see, for one, Errol Spence has always had like a real draw to the way he speaks, and speaks slow, and he always had kind of a lazy eye-ish type of thing. So it was not easy to see if he had any damage that would be what it is now with a retina tear. You know what I'm saying? We don't know the severity of his injury, but I can tell you this: recovering, like my little brother lost one of his eyes. Not completely out, but it's a dead eye. He had like a splinter went in his eye, and you know, long story short, that eye now is he can leave a comment in the below. That eye now, it is all the way over here. You know what I'm saying? But an eye injury is serious business, period, point blank, and it's not the same as a muscle or bicep tear or breaking a bone. You know what I'm saying? It's a different recovery in my mind. Mentally, it's different to recover from that type of a thing, and physically, is different to recover. So to say Errol Spence is finished, that's between Errol Spence and God and his family. I can't say he's finished. I can say that there is a huge chance that you will never see Errol Spence at the elite level again with an injury like that. It's hard to imagine for Errol Spence to be able to mentally and physically be elite again after suffering an injury and going through the recovery process of an injury to his retina. You know what I'm saying? Really, I'm not one to speculate. I'm one to sit and watch and see if he's able to come back. Okay, that's cool. I was I was not. He didn't even have to come back and prove anything to me from the accident. Some things just to me are bigger than boxing. You know what I'm saying? Your true health is your wealth. Your family is your wealth. You know what I'm saying? Going home and taking care of your family is more important than, boxing. Period, point blank. So we'll see if he comes back. You know, he has a strong mental. That's a serious injury. I mean, that's you're talking about the optics, the optical. You're talking about that mentally being able to overcome. That's going to be tough. That's going to be tough for anybody. Period. Point blank. But it's all mental. It's all mental. For example, like that's why you can cut off somebody's foot. You can cut somebody's foot clean off, and years and years and years and years later, they still feel pain in the foot that's not even there, because the pain is in the mind still. So mentally, going through what he has to go through for this retina recovery, no matter how minor or major it is, it's going to be a big setback. He's already suffered one setback and came back. He's already came back from that brink of destruction. I know I said that incorrectly, but this to me is a little different, because having an injury here and psychologically being able to fight through that is possible, but if he was younger, it'd be different. The fact that Manny Pacquiao, I don't see that fight really happening. I think that ship is sailed. And as far as the whole Terrence Bud Crawford, I feel like that ship had already sailed anyway. And I blame both sides. And I blame boxing fans. And I just blame life. If it was meant to be, it would have happened. The fight didn't happen. The fight, I doubt it's going to happen. Even if maybe down the line, like how you hear people still talking about having interest in Amir Khan versus Kell Brook. Terrence Bud Crawford and Errol Spence, I think they are going to fall a victim to that conversation down the line. But as far as now, I think that conversation is dead in the water, and it's been dead even before the retina injury. I moved on past it, so that's not going to bother me. I don't understand how people are talking about Terrence Bud Crawford, talking about, shit that ain't got nothing to do with the situation at hand. The situation at hand is he suffered an injury, most likely in sparring, which could have happened to anybody. It's the nature of the beast. Salute to Real Talk Boxing. You get hit in the face, you get hit in the eye. He could have got hit in sparring, shook it off, kept fighting, went home, chilled, woke up and still was like, man, my eye still bothering me a little bit, man. And then the next day he could have said, man, my eyes still bother me. It's all in my mind. I ain't worried about it. I'm a beast. I'm a savage. And then he could have went to the doctor, let me go get it checked out. And they say, man, dude, your eye is jacked up. Your retina has a tear. You fight Manny Pacquiao, you risking the whole eye. You can go blind. So to just act like, oh, he was getting beat up in sparring. So he's fighting, is sparring. You take tough sparring to fight a tough match against Manny Pacquiao. Somebody gets the best of you. What does that mean? Besides the fact that you got hit doing your job. People go crazy trying to act like, you know what I'm saying? Oh, he a bitch. Oh, he can't fight. Oh, he can't box. Oh, he couldn't beat Manny Pacquiao. Oh, he was getting beat up in sparring. All people just want to go here, there, everywhere. Can't do half the shit the man can do. You didn't do it to him in sparring. You know what I'm saying? You didn't go through a car accident and came back and fought. First of all, the car he was driving, most of y'all can't even afford. Y'all can get into a fender bender and y'all can be in y'all fucking Honda Accord and get bumped from the back, and then y'all trying to get a paycheck, payday, you want pay, and never come to work again. Most of y'all is low level like that to me. You're like, y'all half of people. Y'all not even half of people. I don't know what the fuck y'all is. Y'all so insignificant. It's blowing my mind. Pass. Digress. Salute out to Errol Spence. Salute out to Manny Pacquiao. Salute out to all the fighters out there. Salute to Yordenis Ugas. To me, that's the silver lining in the situation. Salute to Yordenis Ugas. He has been a gentleman. He's been patiently waiting, and you don't never hear him doing a whole lot of bitching, maybe because he don't speak English, but I don't hear a whole bunch of negative bullshit coming from Yordenis Ugas. And now he's getting an opportunity and a shot. And, you know what I'm saying, that's the miracle of boxing, is now we might get this Cuban guy that some people felt was, kind of, got the short end of the stick against Sean Porter. Now he got the opportunity to fight Manny Pacquiao. Sean Porter wanted to fight Manny Pacquiao. Terrence Bud Crawford wanted to fight Manny Pacquiao. Errol Spence wanted to fight Manny Pacquiao. Now Yordenis Ugas, pretty much coming out of nowhere, was going to be fighting on the undercards. Now he's going to be fighting Manny Pacquiao, and most likely he got a huge opportunity to win this fight. Period, point blank. He's awkward as fuck. He is an awkward dude, and Manny Pacquiao hasn't been training for him. That's going to be a hell of an adjustment to make for both guys, but most people going to have Manny Pacquiao on their radar training. Like everybody, when you training and you at the bottom, you always training for the guy at the top with the target on his back. So Yordenis Ugas is going to be more prepared to fight Manny Pacquiao than Manny Pacquiao is going to be prepared to fight Yordenis Ugas. Period, point blank. You know what I'm saying? Manny Pacquiao chose to fight Errol Spence for a reason, mentally to push himself to say, I want to fight a real fighter. And he trained specifically for Errol Spence southpaw style. Now he's going to be fighting Yordenis Ugas, try to do some real quick film steady. Most likely it's going to be an awkward fight, and Yordenis Ugas has the upper hand, and he might win. I would not be surprised if he wins against if Yordenis Ugas wins against Manny Pacquiao, just because Manny Pacquiao, wasn't prepared for that. And it's not like Manny Pacquiao is just so undefeated. We've seen Manny Pacquiao get defeated by Jeff Horn, like Tim Bradley, by Manuel Marquez. Yordenis Ugas is not just a journeyman or someone who he's not like this D-level fighter. You know what I'm saying? He got some skills. People gonna wake up on Yordenis Ugas after this fight. Now I expect for Manny Pacquiao to win because he's Manny Pacquiao. But if he loses, I'm not gonna be befuddled. I'm gonna say, shit, man, these are the breaks. And look how all these chain of events happened and took place. That's boxing. That's the sport that I love. You know what I'm saying? And I like it because of the way the trajectory can change just like that. Salute from Nocturnal Thoughts, man. Peace.